Imagine going to one of Japan's biggest music festivals with one artist in mind, only to walk away with an entirely new group on your playlist. That is exactly what appears to have happened to one Japanese fan at Summer Sonic Osaka 2026. She came to the festival for Travis Japan, but somewhere between performances, food, and the massive festival crowds, she heard something that made her stop. It was SB19, and what happened next is a small moment, but one that says something much bigger about how far SB19 has come. According to her post, after Travis Japan's performance at Summer Sonic Osaka, she was eating shaved ice in the grassy area nearby when she heard something that sounded really cool. So she went back toward the massive stage, and there she discovered SB19. What makes this story so interesting is that she wasn't searching for SB19. She wasn't attending specifically because of them. She wasn't even familiar with the group before that moment. She simply heard them. And that is exactly the kind of discovery that artists dream about. She explained that there were quite a few Travis Japan fans in the area, and they ended up dancing along to SB19's performance. Think about that for a second. A Japanese audience that came to see a Japanese act was suddenly moving to the music of a Filipino group they may not have known before that day. And apparently the performance made an impression. She wrote that SB19's dancing, singing, and visuals were all incredibly cool. But then came the part that really caught our attention. She admitted that if she hadn't come to Summer Sonic, she probably would never have known about SB19. That sentence might look simple, but for SB19, it represents something extremely important, because this is what international expansion actually looks like. It's not always a headline. It's not always a chart position. Sometimes it's one person standing in a festival crowd, hearing a song for the first time, turning around and thinking, wait, who are these guys? And apparently one particular dance really stayed in her mind. She later posted about a performance she remembered as being incredibly cool, describing it almost like a "what is that?" moment. She didn't even know which song it was. So what did she do? She started looking for it. And the song shown in the post was GENTO. Now, longtime Aiton already know why that is such an interesting introduction, SB19. GENTO isn't exactly a quiet introduction. It is one of the songs that immediately showcases the group's identity, the choreography, the confidence, the rhythm, and the kind of performance energy that can grab attention even when someone has no idea who the artists are. And that may be exactly what happened here. She didn't need an explanation of SB19's history. She didn't need someone to tell her that they were one of the biggest names in P-pop. She experienced the performance first, and the performance made her curious. That's powerful, because when an artist can make a completely unfamiliar audience stop and watch without knowing the group's name, that is genuine discovery. And there is another beautiful part of this story. After discovering SB19, she didn't simply keep the experience to herself. She actually encouraged Aiton to give Travis Japan a listen too. That creates a fascinating little cultural exchange. A Filipino group introduces itself to a Japanese festival audience. A Japanese fan discovers that group. And then she turns around and recommends another Japanese act to the very fandom that welcomed her. That is what music festivals are supposed to create. Connections between artists, cultures, and audiences that might never have happened otherwise. And this is why Summer Sonic Osaka matters so much for SB19. The significance isn't only that they performed on a major Japanese festival stage. It's that their music had the opportunity to reach people who didn't necessarily arrive there looking for them. That is a completely different level of exposure, because the next Aiton member in Japan might not discover SB19 through a Filipino friend. They might discover them because GENTO comes blasting through a festival speaker. They might see the choreography from across a crowd. They might hear people cheering, or they might simply walk past the stage and stop. And that's how international fandoms can begin. One performance, one song, one unexpected moment. One person asking, who are they? For SB19, that question is no longer confined to the Philippines. It is being asked in places like Japan. And perhaps the most exciting part is that this Japanese fan didn't just discover SB19. She discovered them by accident. And sometimes the most powerful discoveries are the ones nobody planned. Summer Sonic gave SB19 a stage. But moments like this show that the audience can take the music somewhere far beyond that stage, from Osaka to a Japanese listener's playlist, and potentially to an entirely new generation of fans. This is bigger than one post. This is how global recognition begins. And if SB19 can continue creating moments like this, then their journey in Japan may be only getting started.